I'm Paul Stevens and here I am at the Sand Martin Hide, and welcome to Wildlife Weekly. We've had some really early signs of migration over the last few days. Things like swallows and house martins, numbering up to around about 100, been passing over the reserve and feeding. And things like blackcap, willow warbler and chiffchaff are also on their migration back to Africa. Now the Sand Martin Hide is really what it says. It is still a viewing hide out onto the scrape area, but off either side, two wings are purpose built for nesting sand martins. Now naturally sand martins will nest in sandy banks along rivers or even quarried sand pits. They'll use these vertical faces of sand. They'll approach those vertical faces and then start to burrow and make a nesting tunnel into that sandy face. These tunnels can be up to sort of a metre long, with this little round chamber where they build the nest and lay their eggs and then obviously raise their chicks. Now we've sort of bypassed really all that digging that they need to do by providing ready-made tunnels with little nesting chambers at the far end. The sound that you can hear in the background is the calls coming out of our speaker system of a sand martin colony. Now this will help to attract migrating sand martins. Adults with their youngsters will be checking out the nesting bank here, and hopefully that will stick in the memory of some of the youngsters that will be returning next spring, or even the spring after, to take up residence in this fantastic structure. August is a really good time to come and see the sand martins, especially whizzing around in front of the hide, getting some really close views. And obviously on very overcast days, all the insects that they're feeding on are also pushed low over the water, and again this will give you much better views of them hunting around the water instead of being 20 or 30 foot up in the air. This week at Arundel Wetland Centre we're also welcoming some new arrivals to our collection, and Pat and Sam down at the Duckery will be explaining who they are.
Hi, I'm Pat Warren. Today I'm at one of our netted aviaries on site that we call the Duckery. At WWT Arundel Wetland Centre we have about 50 species of wildfowl that are rare and endangered from all around the world in our collection. During the breeding season, the eggs from these collection birds, most of them are sent up to WWT Slimbridge, their larger indoor duckery. The few eggs we do keep down here and allow to hatch, when the families are young, we gather them up and we put them into our duckery to keep the youngsters safe and make it easier for us to do regular health checks. Today in the duckery, we have a family of emperor geese with one gosling. In the wild, these geese breed around the Bering Sea in Russia and around Alaska in the US. Last week, the emperor gosling was still quite white and fluffy, which would make it a target for predators outside the aviary. Now the duckling has colored up a bit and is a lot more robust. Today, the grounds team is returning the emperor goose family to the Tundra pen, where they'll be neighbors with our red-breasted geese.
So I'm in the sand martin here, and there's actually three little egrets all fishing together on the far side. But it's not the only things that we're starting to see back in. There's several teal around, and even a couple of shoveler. About sort of similar time as last year as well.
If you want to learn more about wildlife at WWT Arundel Wetland Centre, visit our website, follow us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.